Hi Stampers, it's Super Awesome Stamper Shirley Merker. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator from Wisconsin, USA. Thanks for joining us today on our vlog hop. This is for August 2021 and we are featuring techniques in this vlog hop. And I have decided to do the ombre technique. A little different. Hopefully you've never seen the ombre applied this way before. So let's get started. I used a shape from my Tasteful Labels dies. It's kind of the wide one and it's got little score marks around the edge. So that's the one that we're going to do the turtles on. And then my next layer is going to be the Highland Heather. It measures 2 1/4 by 3 inches or 5 by 7, 5.7 by 7.6 centimeters. And I see I've got a little bit of ink on there, so I'm going to make sure I flip that over when I assemble my kit. My next layer is the mercury acetate, and then I've got some white for the inside. Let's get through. The first layer is actually my gorgeous grape cardstock, and I processed it through my embossing machine using the Dottie Hearts embossing folder. There are 2 embossing folders in that package, so I've chosen the random one, but there's also, you can see on the print, ones that are in horizontal orientation as well. All right, so you can see that this is the flat piece of cardstock, and then this is the embossed side. And I just wanted it on the right side of the card. And I'm in the US, so I'm using A2 cardstock. Why don't I get my layers going here? Since this is the mercury acetate, you can see through all of these holes. You want to be aware of where you're going to put all your adhesive. So before I put my tape runner down on the mercury acetate, we're going to apply our Highland Heather piece. The mercury acetate piece measures 2 1/2 inches by 5 inches or 6.3 by 12.6 centimeters. Just like that. Now what I meant by adhesive, you're going to put adhesive behind where that Highland Heather is. But we're also going to add a faux bow. And all a faux bow is a knot. So wrap it around, and I tend to tie all my bows directly from the roll. That way I don't waste any of the ribbon on a tail. Sometimes I gotta snip that tail up, but it's just a double knot. That's all I'm doing. And then depending on how long that tail is how long that I will make the tail, other tail. So just line them up. And cut it off. Now this is the gorgeous grape sheer ribbon that I'm using. Now I don't want it to kind of just be anywhere on, you know, free flowing on that acetate, so we are going to put a few glue dots underneath. So grab it with your take your pick tool and just put one underneath your knot, wherever you want your knot to be. That will secure it in the front. And then in the back, you can do 1 or 2 glue dots. I'm going to do 2, just because I don't want it sliding around on me, 1 on either side. Okay, now I can put some Stampin' Seal behind that Highland Heather. And you notice when I break my Stampin' Seal, I come straight up and down at a 160-degree angle to the pattern paper, or a 90-degree angle to the table. So you don't break it like this, you break it up, straight up and down. All right, so this layer gets attached to the card front. Look how pretty that mercury acetate is. Now, if this bothers you, you can certainly add some adhesive behind that. So let's do that. I think that will bother me. Where's my glue dot roll again? And you can do 1 on either end, or just 1 in the center is good. There, now it won't flop. It won't flop off the card. Okay, so now let's get to the fun little turtles. Find that label and look at your tasteful label and make sure you've got the right side up. It's the side that's got the little scoring mark. All right, now the ombre is achieved using the 3 different color ink pads. My first ink pad is the Highland Heather. And let's see here. Let's see if I can get them balanced on camera. Whoops, and it goes this way. All right, and now you can just take these and rub these off on some scratch paper, or you can actually clean them. So I'm gonna clean them. Just gonna apply some of my Stampin' Mist to a corner of my Stampin' Scrub, rub it on the wet side and rub it on the dry side. So I'll probably do the other ones off screen so I don't make you all dizzy. Okay, my next color is Gorgeous Grape. And I'm lining up the hump of his back, his or her back, with the toes. Since these are photopolymer, I can do that pretty well. I can do it better when I'm not on camera, because right now I'm not directly over my paper. There we go. Okay, and then rub it on my cleaning mat, and then come in and do the rich raspberries next. So we got 3 little purple turtles. How exciting. And we got an ombre look. So hopefully an ombre look that you've never seen before. Now the inside I did the ombre look as well. And for that, I grabbed my piece of inside piece, which is 1/6 of an 8.5 by 11 piece of basic white. And I did ombre on the words and the hearts. So I got my Stampin' Right markers. And I got the fine tip, which is indicated right here on this side of the marker. The fat tip is the one where you actually use to color things in. So I'm going to write in ombre, sorry, your world. And next color is Gorgeous Grape, is upside down, and then Rich Raspberry is the last one, at the moment. Okay, and then carrying through the ombre, we've got these 3 little hearts that are part of the stamp set, the Turtle Friends stamp set. So again, stamp it in the Highland Heather. Clean it off on the wet side of my Stampin' Scrub, clean it off on the dry side, ink up into the Gorgeous Grape, clean it off on the wet side, clean it off on the dry side, and then Rich Raspberry is the last one. Clean it off on that wet side, which is where I just sprayed, and then clean it off on the dry side, and then it's ready to go back in my stamp case. All right, so again, Stampin' Seal. Apply it at about a 45-degree angle and then pull that cartridge up to 90 degrees and then release it. Apply it at 45 degrees and then pull it up and release it. All right, and then this in the front, I use pop-up dots. And we got my minis right here, so just need one on either end. And I gotta make sure I apply those turtles upside down. There we go. So here's sample card, and here's the one I just created. Now this acetate paper comes in 3 different colors, and I'm sorry, the 2 different colors. Actually, let me step away and we will do a little mini catalog tour. Okay, here's the catalog tour, and I'll show you where the products come in the catalog that I used in the project. Here's the project right here. All right, so I used the Turtle Friends stamp set. I did not use a punch in my project because it is the large turtle. and I was just using the small turtles in my project today. And then I'll flip to our ink pages. So I used 3 different ink colors today. The Highland Heather, the Gorgeous Grape, and the Rich Razzleberry right there. Those are my ink colors. Also used Highland Heather and Gorgeous Grape cardstock. And then I wanted to point out, because people often overlook our many marvelous markers. They're on page 126. You can order all the markers in one case, or you can order them in individual color families. And this acetate paper is on page 135, the Hydrangea Hill Mercury Acetate. So it's Highland Heather or Rococo Rose on one side, and on the opposite side is that silver. The ribbon I used is the Gorgeous Grape on page 139. And then the embossing folders I used were the Dotty Hearts pack. I just used the random hearts, not the ones that were the horizontal orientation. And then the last item that I used were the Tasteful Labels dies. It was this die right here. All right, so thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed my Ombre Vlog Hop project. Make sure you hop around all the rest of the Demonstrators projects so you can see all of their Ombre projects as well. And like and subscribe to my YouTube channel so you're notified when I load new content. All right, thanks for stamping with me, and we'll stamp with you soon. Bye.